Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drinking with Jake. I am your wonderful host, Jake. To my left and possibly your right is my co-host, best friend, and all-around good guy, Mike.
Hey,
Hey, Mike, welcome. And we apologize for not being on here sooner. Life gets away from you, and the next thing you know, it's 2 or 3 weeks later, and you're like, "What the heck? We haven't posted an episode since the
we're
last
still
one we
alive.
did." And well, yeah, we are still alive. So
We're
thank you,
still
Michael.
alive.
Yep, thank you. And we are. So we do apologize for our long hiatus on the hiatus, but we are back and we are so glad that you joined us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We've missed getting together and doing this. So I again to reiterate, I apologize as well. Uh, there were technical difficulties last week,
Yeah.
and I just my
Life gets in the
technical
way. Yeah, well,
difficulties.
life gets in the way,
Life gets in the way.
and technical difficulties. And, I think the last time when we did an episode, we had another president. We had uh,
Jeez, we
Donald
really
Trump.
did.
And then this episode tonight, we have a new president. So, we had to go deal with that.
That's right.
And yeah, so much has changed, but so much has yet stayed the same.
Yeah,
So
it. That's exactly it. I mean, not to get all political. This is about as political as we're going to get, I
yeah,
think. But
yeah,
presidents come and go, but life still goes on. It,
yeah,
it
yeah,
sucks. It may suck if your president didn't get it, but you
yeah,
know what? Life will still motor on.
yeah.
So,
Life will motor on. I just wish we bought GameStop stock before.
no kidding.
What happened there? I'm still
I
trying to figure out all that was going on.
I don't know, but somebody needs to put us on the stock market, and then
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what all that was about. And my daughter said, "Hey, did you hear about GameStop?" Like, no. I mean, what, you want to go there to get a game? Like, no, all this stock stuff and suspending and they went up like 300%. And I thought, man, why? Man, I never get that. I never get luck out like that. So,
well, and that's the thing. I don't know anything about the stock market. I don't play at all.
mm,
One of my offspring recently started doing stock market stuff, and he's telling me I should do all this. I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm too stupid with it. Look, I'm already bad with money. Okay,
you don't need extra help for that.
I don't need anybody else to lose it for me. I spend enough as it is.
Oh, that's funny. Well, Michael, can you tell our listening and watching audience, listening audience on Anchor, and then also our visual audience on our channel, what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Well, sir, I a few weeks ago, while we were on our hiatus,
Hiatus of the hiatus. Yeah.
our major hiatus, the
Yeah.
holiday hiatus, as it were.
Yeah.
I completed a task on my list of things to do. I replaced the kitchen floor, and my reward, as it were, other than just having a kitchen floor looking good, was my wife went out and bought me a bottle of booze. Now, do I have the best wife in the world or what?
Does she have a
Uh,
sister?
she's not even standing here. So I mean, if I was to turn the camera on, you wouldn't see it. So, or you wouldn't see her rather. So anyway, as a reward, she bought me this bottle of booze. She knows I like scotch, whiskey, rye, bourbon, all that. And she went out and bought me a bottle of Devil's River, Texas rye whiskey.
Ooh.
And so here it is. Here's the glass. I'm having it on a giant rock, just one rock, as it were. It's 90 proof. It's made in Texas, and it is spicy and delicious. So
Mm, mm.
I know that you cannot partake due to technical difficulties of your own,
Yep.
but I will drink to your health, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yep. As Mike said, I'm on a temporary alcohol prohibition for some technical difficulties um, that I can't.
Oh,
but
Sorry.
no, it's okay. Hopefully it's temporary, and it better be temporary. But that's why I've been incorporating the sodas more, and I have a soda that I want to check out too.
What kind of soda are you drinking, Jake?
Let me share the soda that I would like to share with my viewing listeners, especially the one person who said that they were very interested in learning more about sodas or having a soda segment. The SS, the soda segment.
Soda segment
I shouldn't say SS. I,
2021.
so the soda that I have tonight is called Wisco Pop, and it is the grapefruit flavor. It is organic, as I like to say, organical. It is made in Viroqua, Wisconsin. Yeah, Viroqua, Wisconsin, and it has like real grapefruit on the bottom. So do I shake it up or swirl it to?
I would swirl it. Give it a
Okay,
swirly.
give it a swirly,
Yeah.
and then I will open it up. I have not had it. I
Are
haven't had.
you using the official Drinking with Jake uh church key
I am
found only
not.
on redbubble.com?
I agree with you, but I am not. I am using a generic church key
That's
tonight, so
okay.
I do apologize. I just grabbed this one
That's
out of
all
the
right.
drawer. But yes,
But
they are
again, look
available.
for the official Drinking with Jake apparel and whatnot on redbubble.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is I thought I needed a pop top, but they're screw offs. So
Well, you just go that extra mile.
definitely grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Okay.
Ooh,
Can you
definitely.
taste the Wisconsin?
Oh, I can taste the Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Definitely grapefruit. It has grapefruit, limes, cane sugar, and sparkling water. So
So
Wisconsin soda.
it's soda. You got the sparkling water and some grapefruit and some limes. It's a citrus. It
It
looks like
is.
it might be a little bit sour.
It is a little sour,
It looks like it.
but it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So thank
What
you all.
if you were partaking of the alcohol? What would you mix it with?
Oh, I would definitely mix it with some Knob Creek. That's for sure.
Mm.
The Knob Creek is really, it has a bite to it.
Yep.
And then this would, sweeten it up a little bit, but would still kind of give a sour taste.
Mhm.
Maybe what I would do, I do Knob Creek this, and then like a cherry or cherry juice to kind
Oh
of make
yeah.
a little
Yep.
cocktail and just to kind of, simmer out. And speaking of whiskey, I would like to share with you a documentary that I just watched.
Now that was a segue if I've ever heard one.
Segway. Watched on the Hulu. It's called Bourbon. No, it's called
Scotch.
Scotch. It's called Scotch, A Golden Dream. And it was made in like 2018. And it's about this guy. He's like the godfather of Scotch from Scotland, like the Scotland, the guy, the Scotch. And how he started like when he was 16, sweeping the floor of a distillery and worked his way up through, in different various jobs. And he became like this master Scotch guy. And he's just this normal, everyday dude. He's got a dog, a family, but it kind of follows his narrative throughout his life about what he's done and what he's done in the Scotch industry, how well he's done. And I liked it because I finally know how to pronounce a lot of the Scotches and a lot of the areas of Scotland that I never knew how to pronounce correctly. And now I know,
Sure.
so now I know how to pronounce them correctly. But I tell you, if you ever get
Such
it,
as
uh, instead of like the Islay region, it's called Isla, the Isla
Isla.
The Isla region, you know?
Oh, the Isla. Hey, the Isla region.
Yes, and
Good
it talks
enough.
about the different regions and how the different flavors are, and it's really cool. It's 2 hours long. You'll get a kick out of it. Michael, you got to watch it. I highly
I
recommend it.
plan on it.
Sounds good.
I plan on it.
I loved it. I highly recommended it. And I learned a lot too because it talks about how they make the scotch and what local ingredients they use, and it showcases a lot of local scotch producers, and like their number one market is Taiwan. I thought it'd be like
Really
America or Scotland, but it's Taiwan is their number one market. And so
interesting.
it was just really cool. A lot of interesting stuff. So I really highly suggest you check it out. So that's what I'm watching. What you watching, Mike?
Well, I watched a documentary on. It was really the more of a documentary on the police officers, but it was a documentary on Netflix called The Night Stalker, and it was
I've
about the
seen it.
serial killer.
I've seen the.
Uh,
I'm sorry to interrupt. I've seen the thumbnail and I've seen the advertisements, but I didn't see the documentary.
it was very good, very well done. I've read books. I grew up during that time. It was in the mid '80s, '85,
Hmm.
that he was doing all of his killing sprees. But I've read books on it, and obviously I've seen this movie. It was just very well done, but it was interviewing the police officers and some of the uh, surviving victims that were involved in that, and how he was caught, and his it was went briefly into his trial. Um, it was very well done, especially for someone who grew up during that time, and I remember vividly the fear that gripped the LA area. Uh, but yeah, it was very well done. I did that, and then I've just been watching different movies. I finished watching The Boys on Hulu. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it.
Okay.
If you're into superheroes at all, The Boys takes a kind of a different twist on the superhero genre, and you realize that maybe the superheroes aren't the greatest people in the world. But it was very good. It's very good. I've queued up quite a bit more to watch. A friend of mine recommended the the Man on High Castle, or
Man in the High
uh,
Castle. Yeah, on Amazon.
is that the one with the where the Germans win World War
Yes.
II?
Yeah, like an
Okay.
alternative history.
Yep.
I watched it.
So
Michael, you're gonna love it. It's gonna trip you
okay.
out, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
please
He
look.
highly recommended it,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so
I
I
recommend it too.
finally put that in my queue to watch. I started watching WandaVision. Did you have a chance to watch
Yes.
that?
Yes.
I did. I haven't watched the last two episodes, episode 3 and 4. I watched 1 and 2. It was very different. That's
Yeah,
all
it
I
is.
can
Yep.
say is it's very different, and I'm curious to see where they're going to go with that. So I have to watch episodes 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so it's been a lot of different things. Watching, I watched the last Rambo movie, the Last Blood. Don't waste your time.
No.
I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
it's a Rambo movie. It's not the best Rambo movie. I started watching a Mel Brooks. Jeez, no, Mel Gibson movie called Get the Gringo.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
that looked great, and I really enjoyed the first half of it. Unfortunately, once it hits the halfway mark, it speaks all in Spanish,
Yeah.
and there's no subtitles. So,
They had you, then they lost you.
right, I could pick out a few words here and there, but I couldn't follow the dialect, so I just couldn't watch it, which
Yeah.
really sucked because I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
at least the first half of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all I've been watching.
Well,
And like you said, like you said, just living life, and dealing with what's been going on, and so that's it. You know,
good, good. I too have been watching WandaVision. It's really different.
yeah,
I like it. It kind of puts a different spin on things. I'd like to see where it goes,
yeah,
where it's more, mental instead of actiony,
yep,
and
absolutely.
I like that. And I watched that Scotch documentary, and yeah, and then I'm gonna watch The Boys. I put that in my quay,
Oh, you got to watch
and
it.
yeah,
It's awesome.
I'm gonna watch it. With you watching Man in the High Castle as well. So,
Yeah,
um,
season 3 of The Boys is supposed to come out at the end of the year, along with the season 3 of The Mandalorian. I'm such a dork. I love all those Star Wars and Marvel
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I was very, very excited with what they did with The Boys. Um, I guess it's based off of a comic book of the same name. Um, I didn't know there was a comic book named The Boys, but it's really good. You got to watch it. give it a watch, give it a couple episodes, and
Mhm.
you'll be hooked, I'm sure.
Excellent. Excellent.
Um,
I'll do that. I'll do that.
so- but
Well,
yeah, that's pretty much what I've got.
yeah, that's all I
You
have
know,
too. And then I encourage our listeners and our watchers to let us know what you're watching and what you're drinking, and be included in the conversation. And we just want
yeah,
as much
we're nothing
participate.
without you. We're
That's right.
just two guys talking
That's right.
over each other, apparently.
No, no,
No,
this
no,
is
me. I want to
no,
talk.
no. This is what quarantine and not talking with your best friend for 2 weeks does. Like, I got so much to share with you and all this, but
Yeah,
well, that's
this.
all I really have,
Yeah,
Mike. And what about you?
yeah. No, I'm ready for the quarantine to be over so we could actually do a drinking with drinking with Jake proper.
Yeah,
And yeah, I'd like to. That wouldn't be a bad show either. Drinking with
yeah.
Drake.
I,
Yeah,
I wonder if he's
uh,
available. You never
yeah.
know.
Hey, Drake, give us a
Yeah,
call. I'm sure you're watching this.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, and again, once again, I know I harp on it all the time, but don't forget to check us out, like, subscribe, share, check us out on Anchor, um, and wherever Anchor sends it out to. I think I said it before, about 8 different websites or podcasts or whatever that it
Hmm.
does. Spotify, I know Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, I think, are some of them. Uh, Merchandise available on Redbubble.com. Um, and all the proceeds go to a good charity, us. Uh,
Yes.
helping vets in need. How's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Yes.
That's a good charity.
It is.
But yeah, that's it. I'm glad look. I hate taking the hiatus as much as you do. So I'm glad we got together and did this tonight.
Yep. Same here. So thank you for your time, Mike, and thank you for everybody watching and listening.
Absolutely.
Well,
And I will drink to that,
I'll
as a
drink
matter of
to that. I
fact.
was just gonna say, I'll drink to that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We were brief, and that's okay, but we were debriefed as well.
Yeah, well,
Make
not
sure
yet.
not, not yet. Thank God we're quarantined.
Not as far as you can see.
Right, right. How do I turn off the video part? No. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And people on Anchor, thank you for listening. We wish you all the best. Keep drinking and let us know what you're drinking. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you and good night.
Good night.